Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft BGw Neon Dynasty while it's still here, which is for several more days now, I think, at the time of recording, and by the time this video is going out, I think it's probably like the last day? I don't remember exactly. Anyway, our rare is kind of junk. The Dragon Kami Reborn is not a good card in Limited. If you have like a deck with a lot of dragons, maybe it could be something, but as it is, it's just like 3 mana, gain 4 life, get a 0/1, which when it dies, if you're lucky, you get a decent creature from your deck for free. Kind of lame. And it takes several turns for that to happen, and they still have to kill your 0/1. So the good news is we got a couple of decent black cards in the uncommon slot. Spinning Wheel Kick's also pretty good. Assassin's Ink, I think, is like very good, and so is Life of Toshiro. Draft Sim is telling me to take Assassin's Ink. Well, actually, I mean, it says they're both rated 3.4, but it happens to sort Assassin's Ink higher. I want Life of Toshiro. It just fits into like every deck. Assassin's Ink is very good. Like most of the time, this will only cost 3. If you're running like a black-white deck, it'll probably usually only cost 2, but I don't really want to run a black-white deck. I'd rather be flexible, and Life of Toshiro just fits into anything. So we'll take it. March of Swirling Mist is not awful. Hotshot Mechanic kind of is. I mean, it's a 1 mana 2/1. It's not bad. The crewing thing is not that amazing because the vehicles are not that good in this format. Moon Circuit Hacker is pretty good, but I think we just have to take the Reckoner Raid, a really good common in the color we already have. Signals we're passing left. I mean, lefty might try to get into blue after this, right? A lot of solid blue cards, not much of anything else. We got an Assassin's Ink anyway. That's very nice. Mukotai Ambusher, also a strong card. You know, Moonsnare Specialist is good in blue, black, but I don't necessarily want to get into that right now. Circuit Mender, I think, is probably third choice. And maybe, like, so these two are the top two, I think. Circuit Mender's okay. I think, like, I don't know. Maybe I would take Moonsnare Specialist over Kumano, but we've passed some kind of strong blue signals left already. I might not want to start, like, going back on my word, so to speak. I might just take Kumano Faces Kakazan to try and build red-black. But at any rate, Assassin's Ink is, I think, the standout here. Solid removal. More good black stuff. Lots of good black stuff. We got the Nezumi Prowler, Mukotai Ambusher, and the Twisted Embrace. All very good. And nothing much else to compete with it at all, really. I think I'll take the removal. Well, there's not a lot here. I think we take the Tanuki, right? Draftsim is saying Acquisition Octopus. Why exactly? You think it's a 3. You think Tanuki's only a 2.6. I don't really agree. I mean, more importantly, of course, is that we've seen, like, I don't know. We've gotten some decent blue cards from righty, and we might continue to get some. But also, we've been sending them all to lefty. So in pack 2, we're not going to get very many good blue cards back, I suspect. And Acquisition Octopus, I don't think really fits that well in blue-black anyway. So I think I'm just going to take a Tanuki here. Fits in a lot of decks. We'll see. Looks like an easy Circuit Mender here. Is Skyscraper any good? I mean, red-green is kind of like the modified theme, right? What the heck is black-green? I always forget this. It's just like mid-rangey stuff in this format? Nobody ever plays black-green, so how would you even know? But if I looked up Draft Sim Neo Golgari, let's say, that should get me to the right page. Golgari. Graveyard themes? Yeah, I mean, it has Gloomshrieker, but not much else really. Yeah, I don't know. It just like doesn't really have a theme. It's just like play stuff. So like, I mean, Walking Skyscraper is kind of funny, right? That's why I'm thinking like if we were playing black green, could we play a Skyscraper? The 8 mana 8/8 is kind of cute. Puzzle Maker is a decent card. I think Jukai Preserver is not bad actually. Tameo Safekeeping is not bad either. Yeah, I mean, there's several playable green cards in the last little bit. Well, not that many. Network Disruptor, you know, great. We could try to play Blue-Black Ninjas. I don't know how good that's going to be. We haven't seen that many good ninjas. We've seen some good ninjas, I guess. I feel like they've gotten picked up on my left by now, though. And so we won't get them in pack 2. I think I'll just take the Preserver. Is that right? Maybe I want the Skyscraper. It's a fun card I haven't, I think, ever taken. And, you know, we have Tanuki for potential ramp to let us get to, like, an expensive card. But realistically, like, if I have enough mana that I could play this and I have a Tanuki, I'm just, like, playing the Tanuki. I'm not channeling it. I think I'll take the Preserver. Nice flexible card. Combat Trick or Creature. Cultivation's okay. Little ramp thing. Not fixing, but ramp. Blade Blesser's also okay. We might have a fair number of artifacts. Right now we have tons of enchantments, obviously. This has, you know, it's a 3 mana, 3/2 menace most of the time. We might be able to give it Death Touch on occasion. Maybe that's better than taking Careful Cultivation. But, like, what exactly am I doing with this creature? What's the point of it? 3 mana, 3/2 menace is just, like, fine, I guess. Yeah, okay. Could take a Commune of Spirits, but I think the Frog is better. Kami is a solid card. Especially with, like, Twisted Embrace. Yeah, we have to take it. Archer's great. Okay, so I think I found my way into green. Network Terminal's not bad. I don't need it right now, but I'm happy to have it in case I, like, need to splash some colors. Grease Fang, it's just like a 3 mana 4/3. It's not really all that good. Good stats, but nothing incredible. I think it's like another Kami or a Skyscraper or maybe the Terrarium here. But the Kami can do so much. Tales of Master Seshiro, also fine. I don't think we have much for, like, Walking Skyscraper to benefit from. My only sources of modification are the Jukai Preserver. Yeah, just give me another Kami. Great card. Reckoner Raid. Do I have to look at any of the other cards? Not really. There's a Shrine, I guess? It's saying Circuit Mender. I don't think so. The Season of Renewal. That's something, I guess. But just give me more Reckoner Raids, please. I think Circuit Mender is that good, huh? Gloom Shrieker! Gloom Shrieker! We have to take the Gloom Shrieker. Green Shrine. Imperial Oath? You know, we could have a little bit of fixing, and this is a very splashable card at 6 mana and only a single white. Right, Tanuki could go, like, fetch us the 1 planes in our deck. Network Terminal could fix the problem. Just give us a white mana. So I think it's playable. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth it when we could just pick up the Green Shrine. Perfectly fine card. Increases our upside if we, for example, find the Black Shrine at some point. I have plenty of auras now. This should be fine, right? 1 aura? I thought I took 2 Twisted Embrace. I guess not. So I have 1 aura and 1 shrine, though, so it's still fine. 2 cards is enough to make this good much of the time that you draw it. Harmonious Emergence? Is this any good? I don't remember. I think it's like playable, nothing incredible or anything. I have what, like 2 artifacts in the deck? I guess I could look. 3. The Circuit Mender, the Frog, and what the hell is the Construct? Oh, the Shrine Steward, I see. So that makes this a little bit better maybe, but 3 is still not a very high number. How's my curve? Fine. Not incredible or anything. I would welcome some more 3-drops. So maybe that encourages me to take the Blade Blesser over the Harmonious Emergence, I guess. Favor of Jukai, not a good card. So I think we just take the Imperial Oath and it shouldn't be impossible to splash. The fact that we've seen a second of those, oh my god, a third? Something's wrong. Debt to the Kami's alright. I think I'll take it over the Skyscraper. I don't have much modification available. And this can be sort of removal-y. And obviously it is removal, but it's just tough to aim. Season of Renewal? It's nice to have one of those. Bearer of Memory is also very good, though. I don't know, Season of Renewal to pick up, like... where's my Gloom Shrieker? Kind of fun. Should maybe aim more towards creatures, but I don't know. A lot of the non-creatures I have are creatures eventually. I think it's between these two. They're both fine. I'll take the Bearer of Memory. A way to kind of push through stalemates, I guess. Maybe. Also giving stuff trample, yeah. Honestly, of all this, I'd rather have the Wanderer's Intervention. I don't think I'm going to run it. Like, I'd still rather just be splashing these white cards. I'm not going to run Ryu. Or Okiba Salvage. What the heck do I want out of this pack? Nothing? Befriending the mods, I mean, it is kind of fun to give your, like, Tanuki flying. But that's not going to be important that often. And often I'm just going to draw this at a time when it's totally useless. I think it has to be Debt to the Kami here. Like, the Brute Suit's okay, maybe. Not really. Favor of Jukai is pretty weak. Assassin's Ink looks like an easy take here. I wouldn't mind an Uncharted Haven. Where's the kind of questionable stuff that I'd be happy to cut here? Like Debt to the Kami, I guess. Overcraft Decoy is whatever. It is one of my few 2-drops, I guess. I don't think the Blade Blessers are going to be that good. Alright. Life of Toshiro seems like the obvious choice here. You could maybe make an argument for Spirited Companion, but I still don't want to have that much white. What do you think? Should I splash for this too? It's such a good card, and there is decent fixing in this format, right? I have a Tanuki, and I could put in, and I probably in fact should, put in a Network Terminal. But there's actual good cards here that I could play, right? I could take even like the Grafted Growth, but probably the Gravelighter is better. It's just like fine. A flyer that sometimes draws a card. Seems cool. Dockside Chef, Okiba Reckoner Raid, Imperial Oath? This pack is loaded. Fade to Antiquity, also good. I think it's the Chef. It's just such a nice, flexible way to be able to, like, ignore your opponent's removal or get cards back for it at least. Very happy to pick up a Fade. Wouldn't mind a Master's Rebuke, but it's not exactly high on my list. Terrarium is a great pickup to help with the white issue. Pretty good red late in that pack, huh? I mean, I don't want any of this shit, right? Yeah, whoever's playing red is happy. Grafted Growth could be playable. Weird. Who took the land instead of this? Or are there packs that have a dual land instead of the normal land? Is that how this works? I forget. So, okay. We have, like, a pretty good set of cards here, I think. We don't need that many planes, thank you. One might be a little low, but honestly, I don't think so. I think one is plenty. We have a Network Terminal and 2 ways to pick up that land, and we don't need it until turn 6. Oh, we have another way, which is Grafted Growth as well, which can be picked up by Shrine Steward. So I think that's plenty, yeah. I don't think I really need the Grafted Growth, though. I'm not, like, trying to run a million colors. Do I need Season of Renewal? I mean, I did pick that up on purpose. Depth of the Kami is weak. I think I wound up with enough decent removal. Can toss the Jukai Preserver, I guess. And then probably shouldn't cut a land. Could accidentally on purpose run a 41 card deck again. How many artifacts do we have? 4. So that's a little helpful for Assassin's Ink, of course. I think if anything, the Season of Renewal might be unnecessary here. What are we really bringing back? Like a Tanuki? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe a Twisted Embrace. But that's kind of best case. Or maybe Gloom Shrieker and then a Tanuki or something like that. It's okay. Bearer of Memory, I guess, is not that amazing. I think I'd usually rather have a Season of Renewal than a Bearer of Memory. Okay. Let's try running this. What shall be my swamp of the day? Let us choose this swamp. And of forests, this one looks almost like a mountain, doesn't it? I mean, it's too green to be a mountain, but... those look pretty distinguishable, right? This plains is almost too green. Hey, I said get out of here. There we go. That's one thing I love about Kamigawa Neon Dynasty is there's so much fixing. You can kind of just like do whatever you want. The mana base is so strong. Look at that, I have my only planes in hand. Right, you get past Imperial Oaths, you can just take them. I forget what I took instead of the first Imperial Oath. I could have had 3, which I think would be great. But I think there was something else worth taking for some reason. I don't remember what it was. Obviously, since I took it over Imperial Oath, it was probably pretty good. White? White, green. Okay. Obviously, this stands up pretty well to what they have. Oh, it's the same colors! Look at that! What are these? Is this Abzan? Is that what the colors we're playing is called? Do you trade? I accept. I think these colors are called Abzan. Does it make sense to run out the network terminal now, or would I rather do that next turn? I think I want to do it next turn, right? Because I can play network terminal plus a 2 anyway. Well, specifically like this 2, presumably. Oh, and a land, right. So we could fade this. I don't think there's any real rush to do so. And look at that, I have an artifact and an enchantment already. So Assassin's Ink can blow something up very cheaply. Save me fade for something more serious. Probably shouldn't be playing lands at this point. I should be planning to discard them once I lose the ability to buff this guy. This is an instant, so I can do it whenever. I could fade something. I don't really feel compelled to do so. Do I want another land? I mean, I guess I do want one more, right? I guess I can play this. So I want to be able to play Tanukis and Oaths at least. Go ahead and attack. No attacks. Whoa. Not even the flyer? Oh, they want to be able to double block and kill my... Okay. Well, that's fine. I was planning to kill this anyway. It's not an incredible thing, but now it means I can keep attacking if I want. I could not attack and get the draw out of this, but I don't think that's so great. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Seems pretty cool to replay this. Right? Now, that was my only artifact. I don't have the draw from Network Terminal anymore, but I'll get another probably. It's like 4 in the deck, I think. I'm going to wait to play this. It's just so I get value out of the +2/+2 or something, or removal. This way, if they ever play something with 1 toughness, they're just going to be sad about it. But probably I'll just play it out next turn for 2 more damage. Because they have some pretty big spells in here if they like had no lands but still couldn't play something. So I think we just want to push for damage here. Probably should grab Twisted Embrace, right? So, okay, go ahead and play this, I guess. Yep. The Shrine is cool. But I think we already have a solid board. I just want to be able to kill their stuff. I guess, I don't know. I already have Fade. Maybe I should have diversified into a Shrine. That probably would have been right. But next turn, they're going to play a creature. I'll remove it with one of these 2 cards. I'll pump this up so that they're both big enough to go over the head of the Road Captain. Swing in. Seems good. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty positive about how this game's going. Not that we've won yet or anything, but we're in good shape. Nice. Good work. Creature or planeswalker, artifact or enchantment. Okay. And this is crew like 3 or something like that? 4. Okay, so they definitely can't do that. That's the best chump you're going to get out of this guy, if that's what you want to do. Okay. I don't really want to fade the Surge Hacker mech. It doesn't seem important. Because they're going to have trouble crewing it, right? Yeah. Let's just do nothing here. Okay, here come some big spells they've been sitting on all this time. Holding open black. That makes sense. You want to replay that? Sure. I'll just Twisted Embrace that, I guess. Might fade this now. Makes me wish I had done it earlier, but... Ah. When I do that, they can crew this. So that I won't have a good attack. I guess that's fine. So I could have killed this earlier, and then I'd be able to play the Gravelighter this turn. Okay, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get any more value out of these lands. So I'm just going to play them out in case Gravelighter draws me something expensive. Nice card. But when I attack with all, they have to block the Kami. And they're going to want to double block it, which means they can't double block this. Oh, that's so good. A permanent, right? Well, I guess the permanents all are not that great. Shrine Steward's pretty good, I guess. Sure. Oh, Twisted Embrace is back. That's very good. And if they remove anything, I have the Dockside Chef to at least draw me a card for it. Looks like they're splashing black. I don't know, they could be splashing white, hard to say. They have several white cards they've played, and the only black thing is this, though, so... Okay, that's actually pretty good right now. Because it means I don't get 2 damage in guaranteed. Okay. Ah, they don't have an artifact and an enchantment, though, I see. They're tapped out, so I think I can just murder the 1/1 and then attack with all and get through. What? Sure, I guess. Good idea. I'm not going to block. You got me. Oh, Assassin's Ink as well, huh? So let's ink up the 4/4. And murder the flyer. Easy enough. Got good value out of that removal. Kami was good. Everything worked fine that game. I'm even very proud of the Bamboo Grove Archer. He, like, managed to kill off a 2/2 even though it was getting buffed by, you know, half of a card. Stopped a bunch of life gain. Great work. Sure, looks good. Open with an Archer into probably a Terminal, and then Life of Toshiro maybe someday. Gloomshrieker eventually. All is right with the world. Facing white and more white. Okay, maybe we'll see now. Surely not a plains. Supposedly you can actually run like multi or single color in this format because there's so much like variety available. But I don't know. I don't think I ever have. I don't have a very strong aggressive opening though. I basically don't have any attackers ever. I just have like value and a little bit of removal. Did I end up? I have 2 commies, don't I? Yeah, geothermal commies. I mean. Those are great with Twisted Embrace. It's too bad I only got one of them. But they're great. The commies are great with lots of cards. We saw it got a lot of value out of Life of Toshiro as well. Pushed in a ton of damage. Not just 4, because it added +2/+2 twice, but it like also made it so they couldn't make blocks they otherwise would have made. So it got into base damage as well, as I recall. What you thinking about? By the way, another black-white deck? Weird. Who runs this shit? Okay, good start. You got me. Kind of perfect, actually. Gives me something to do with the spare mana I was going to float this turn otherwise. In your own time. It's just so unusual for me to run into a player slower than me that I don't have the coping mechanisms developed for it. I just have to tease them the whole time. Norika. That's fine. They don't have any enchantments in the graveyard right now. Ooh. That's annoying. Because this can't ever attack. Did you think about how rude... Or it can't attack and now it also can't block. You ever think about how rude that is? Well... I kind of want a Tanuki for a land and then Gloomshrieker back the Tanuki. But I'm not really convinced that's actually good. I also want to like Twisted Embrace, but not on this 2/2 that can't do anything. Rather on like this 2/2 that has Menace. But I think it's more important to just get the mana spent this turn. Oh. Does this... I'll put it here, I guess. I could have put it here, which makes it a little bit safer from removal or something, but they're never going to remove this, so it doesn't really matter. I guess here would have been better, though, because I might want to Kami this back to hand, and then Kami back the Twisted Embrace separately, and so having it snug as a bug on a rug on the network terminal would be kind of nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. Happy to have the Tanuki now. So 3/3 doesn't really have any attacks. Oops. Oh, I have a thing coming up in 2 hours. God, I have my calendar reminders set so like, just assume that you've taken some sort of forgetfulness medication that'll make you forget everything. Yeah, okay. So, sorry about the extra noise. I don't really have a good way to set up, like, only capturing sound from the app that you wanted to get, or from, like, ooh, only get it from, like, the game you're currently playing. Now, so this could be a 3-4. So, like, if I just attack without Toshiro, it doesn't necessarily work out very well. I think I'll just run out the Imperial Oath, though. I'm fine with how things are looking right now. Perfectly happy to have a Circuit Mender. Seven mana. Really? What if I didn't even include the Tanuki? If I just had 6 damage going in there, would that be okay? I'm a little worried they have some, like... I probably have time to look, right? Set Neo, mana, black type instant. What are the black instants? Or mana, white instants. Lethal Exploit, I guess, is a big one. Light the Way for +1/+1. I think those are the main things. So Lethal Exploit is what I should be concerned about. And that would kill this, but it doesn't really help against these. So I think we can manage this block, actually, and keep the Tanuki okay. Assassin's Ink and Lethal Exploit would be pretty embarrassing, but if they had Assassin's Ink, they'd be using it over here anyway. I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world to lose the Tanuki, because I do have the Gloom Shrieker, but I'd still rather, like, not. What is there to think about? Surely you anticipated this block, right? Ah, it gains Death Touch. Nice. That's what I get for only thinking about instants. Okay, but that's not so bad. I lost an entire Imperial Oath, but now I can kill this thing with Life of Toshiro. And the board is pretty clear for me to make some big attacks. If you play this, you can't pump it, and it also can't block anything anyway. Well, okay, it could block this, but that would stink. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. Nice. Oh, I love to see their hand empty. 2 totally useless cards. I mean, this is something, but not much. You don't want to block, really? I don't think you're winning this race, my friend. I'm hitting you for 10, and you're hitting me for, like, 5? Oh, did I miss a chance to activate this? I don't think so. I'm hitting you for 12, actually, I guess, if I want. Or I could gain the life. Because next turn, this is going to be 2 plus 4. I mean, this is going to be hitting for 6. Whereas if I hit them for 10, they're still, like, very close to dead anyway. I'm just going to gain the life. I guess if they did hit me for, like, 6, they would be dead, because they would be spending all their mana on this and playing nothing, but still, like, they can hit me for a decent chunk and still play a creature, and I'd just rather that not be an issue, so I'll take the life. Right, it's basically like, do I rather gain 2 life or deal 2 damage? Those are the choices that, like, Toshiro has that turn. And the 2 damage wasn't that important. The 2 life, maybe, maybe not. Anyway, they got me good with that Nezumi Prowler. That was a good one. Carlos. Wow. Gross. All my early game and exactly enough mana to play it all. Okay, that's a very good draw, even though it's not what I want right now. This is better when you have some sort of, like, something you can do, an attack or a creature you can kill or something. What the hell is this? Wow, it looks like, you know, Tokyo, right? Huh. What set is this from? I've never seen this set marker before either. Well, you've given me something for Life of Toshiro to do. And next turn I can pump this for 2 damage. Very happy. I mean, very interesting art. I thought this was a mountain because there's so much red in it. Oh, I can't play that. Good work, road captains. Okay, sure. Ramp up. Play a bunch of nothing cards. I'm happy with that. I mean, these cards are going to start to do something, and they're only at 12. We haven't, like, got them to 0. Oh, they missed their 4th land. They make up for it with, like, a ramp card, but still a little sad, right? So this should draw a card. So I imagine they're trading both of these for my 2/2? No? That's interesting. Well, I don't need my 3/3 blocker. Not against this deck. Giving up the ramp? Really? So they must have some plan to recur this, but, like, that's way too future thinking, isn't it? Don't you have to, like, live through the next turn or two before that's a concern? And I would have thought the mana would help. Okay. So I get in for 2, 4, 6, and one of these gets in if I attack with both. But I don't think getting in for 8 versus 6 is really worth that much. You know, they did actually gain life by bringing this back as well, so that's something they couldn't have done with the ramp token, dude. The mana dork, I guess you would say. Okay, GG. So this was a very good aggressive draw that I got this game. Just got like all the great cheap black stuff. Like both Reckoner raids. The Life of Toshiro came at the right time. Really, that was it. Like, yeah, I got the Gravelighter. I got the 3/3 that might have mattered, but it turned out it didn't. The Circuit Mender was not really much. It was those other cards that were important. This is not great, but I'll take it. Like, I would say this is a fairly bad hand, in fact. But it's, I don't think it's really worth digging for something better, because it is playable. It's got a 2-mana play. It's got a pretty solid 3-mana thing. It's got some removal. Ooh, that is a really good top deck. That's a great find as well to help with this when I pick up Twisted Embrace. I can draw Twisted Embrace, play it, and bounce it. As long as I'm willing not to play this on 4, which I have 2 3s, so that should be fine. Okay. Good work. I'm hoping they play, like, I don't know, a big 4-mana enchantment here. Mukodai Ambusher, I guess I could fade that. That's fine. I was imagining, like, Boseiju, and I was like, do I actually want them to play Boseiju? Just drawing the 2 forests is kind of cool, but they don't have any green, so it's not relevant, obviously. Yeah, we're just going to fade that. If they want to ninjutsu a token, I guess that's fine. Nope. Just going to sack it for 2 life? No! Wait, really? I thought they might have some follow-up trick. Oh, I'm already dead? Nice. I get to draw a card. I guess I should have done all that before playing Fade, and then the card I drew might have influenced what I did, I guess. This is cool. Good work. Yeah, I think I just want to draw Twisted Embrace. I don't want to attack into this. So far I've played only black stuff and the 1 Fade, and they see a lot of black lands, so they assume that's what I'm running most of, I guess. This is not a samurai or warrior, it is a drone. Okay, this is nice. I'm pretty sure I put this on the road captain, right? And then attack with it? They have any enchantments in here? Not yet. So I don't necessarily have to kill Narika, but it's a Vigilant 3/2. I think that's good enough. They also don't have any discard sources. And this is a less relevant creature. Nice. Well, so much for Kami picking that up. I guess I could have tried to play around Wanderer's Intervention. I don't think that would be such a great plan. Anyway, happy to have a blocker for their flyer now. Every time. Alright, at least I have the Dockside Chef this turn. Although... what about using Kami to get it back instead? Oh, wow. That's some damage. I think we use the Kami to pick it back up, in fact. So these two do a good job double blocking the 5/5. This 3/2? I guess it yeah, I should worry a little bit about my own life total here. They're not under that much pressure. I sort of am. Let's not attack. Kind of weird to be running into a Orzhov ninjas. They've ninjutsu'd twice, haven't they? Or no? Didn't they ninja something else? Oh, I exiled it, I see. Arresting that one. I'll decline this block and then put a counter on this. So I have a 4/3 and a 3/3 together. Block. Or I could just make a 7/6 actually. Yeah, no blocks. So I want the 3/3 alive to deal with their flyer when it comes back. If they pressure me by attacking here, I'll probably just make the trade. What the hell is this? Permanent with value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So they can bring back Clawing Torment. It's a little annoying. I'd like to have the Dockside Chef out by that point. Okay, well, since they're going to Clawing Torment this anyway, I'm just going to throw it away. Trade it off, rather. Get the concept of putting a counter on it and then getting a better trade is just not realistic anymore. So they want a Clawing Torment here, I presume. I don't even really need, I think, to have the mana for Dockside Chef right now. I think it's better to get this guy going. Now they kind of have two things they want to Clawing Torment. The Flyer Blocker and the Shrine. But if they Clawing Torment the Shrine, like, It's still gonna get big and be attacking. Oh, they get to play the planes. That's kind of funny. When it attacks or blocks, make a 1/1. Yeah, it's a little annoying. Okay, they hit the flyer. Fine. I'll just cook it up, I guess. Oh, no! I guess I could have not played that. Oh, that was worth so many cards if I had just been patient. That's very good. I only have 2 mana left after doing it. So I wouldn't be playing the Twisted Embrace or the Tanuki, so I might as well hold this up and do it at instant speed. 1 mana because I'm attacking, I'm buffing this, right? Let's swing with this. Actually, it's a good blocker still. No thanks. Oh, you know what? I could be playing a Gravelighter and sacking my 2/2. That might have been better than Season of Renewal. Channel? Oh, right. They get to play it anyway. That's so good. Okay, nice work. No attacks, one imagines. This creature and this enchantment. I think I'm probably okay to play a swamp here. I have a lot of stuff to do with my mana all of a sudden. I think make... I don't want to pump this exactly. Let's just hit the flyer. No, this... Having a 4/3 is kind of nice if they start trying to get cheeky with this stuff before I'm ready to start blocking with the shrine. So I don't really want to attack with the 2/2. Because I'm losing that race. So I think we're just going to go ahead and cycle away this swamp. Ooh, Assassin's Ink. Now that's a card. Not to be played right now. Oh, by cycling the swamp, I lost the ability to pay for this if I play the Tanuki. That's sort of fine. I could Assassin's Ink the flyer. Because the 4/4 doesn't really do anything anymore, right? Let's just do that and get the attack in. Nice. Very, very good top deck. I think it was wrong to cycle, though. I should have, like, waited till there was a turn when I could afford the mana. Right now I could have spent 6 and then pumped this. Spending this stuff took that away. I want to make sure I get the value of this every turn while spending the rest of my mana on whatever. And the ability to discard lands is something that's like that can wait a turn, whereas pumping this can't. Because you don't draw a land every turn, right? So you're not always... If you skip an opportunity to do it, it's not like your last chance. Pretty sure we do attack with this all the same. They have a lot of 2/2s, but not that many that I'm worried I'm about to get killed. Okay, I mean, that's something, I guess. I only have 3 blockers, and they have 6 attackers, so they can get in for a decent chunk. Oh, very nice. I like this. Life of Toshiro first, please. Get rid of that construct. Can swing with the Tanuki here. I think that should be fine. See how much they're willing to trade for it. I don't have any tricks. I don't need any tricks. Oh, wow, another. Oh, everyone knows this card is good. I mean, and they do sort of self-synergize, right? With one, you can cycle through everything in your deck that isn't Imperial Oath until you get to the next one. One top, okay. So they have 7 attackers. I have 1, 2, 6 blockers. That's fine. You know what? Maybe I should have used this. But no, it's... I don't know. I'm not very comfortable yet tapping Shrine Steward to draw. But I could do that, like... I can still do that. Okay. Oh, but I don't want to do this. Because I know I'm drawing something good. Maybe I should have put a counter on this thing to get them dead a bit faster. I don't know. I probably should have. On the other hand, they top-decked something. It could be something that deals with my flyer, which is one of my serious threats. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Okay, didn't... Is this the same guy who played this earlier? No, right? Someone else had this. And then instantly died. Oh. Oh, this enchantment. I see. Very nice. I'm just going to increase the damage here. Make another Tanuki, right? Reckoner Raid might be better, but I don't think so. Yeah, I should have done this last turn. If you attack with her, she's definitely dead. Now, what if I swing with everything? They have 8 blockers. I have like 3 damage. They need to stop 3 from getting in, right? I have 1. Well, okay, this has trample. I think that should be lethal, right? 3 gets in the air. This 9 damage, okay, I guess they actually have 10. Yeah, maybe this isn't so good. Alright, I can wait. Okay. It's kind of cool. They're tapped out. So I can block without worrying about tricks. Okay, I take 0. Your move. Yeah, you can cook them all up. It's great. But those are all blockers you're just throwing away for a card, and what are you going to do with that, right? I mean, you're dead in the air next turn, so I guess, yes, you should draw as much. No, you have the 4 life, yeah. You're at 7. But I think I have enough trample damage to kill you now. Can you imagine if I'd been careful with my Dockside Chef and had been able to kill this thing for a card? That would be cool. Makes little splashy noises. Okay, easy enough. They had me under a little pressure at some point. I forget how. What got me down to so little life? Clawing Torment and the Searchlight Companion. Oh, and the Dokuchi, that's right. Yep. Good job. Quiet 4-0. Oh, wow, I didn't know he played Magic. That's amazing. Okay, this is a solid opener. Run out the chef and then just pump it up with... Juice it up, maybe, even, to be more... more evocative imagery, to be more... I'm not sure what word I would use there as an adjective. Anyway, with Toshiro. So that we can actually chunk in some damage here. That's not usually what Dockside Chef's job is, but today it'll have to do. Let's sack a creature, right? Artifact or creature. Okay. Now, sadly, I don't have anything going on next turn. Found something. Okay. Presumably no blocks. They gonna fade Toshiro, maybe? It's not crazy. You might fade the Dockside Chef instead, though. I don't know, because it means I get a card out of this instead of just a token. Pretty nice, right? A counter instead of a counter. I always get those words mixed up. I know what they are, but I just like, when it comes time to say one of them, I just sort of pick at random and my mouth doesn't consult with my brain on that. Stuck on 3 lands, that's good news. Can't fade at instant speed, and Repel the Vial costs 4. Okay, they just drew a land. Pass and repel when I target this with Toshiro, maybe? No. Just put a counter on that. Interesting. If I attack with a 6/5... I guess that's not that great. A 7/6 would be cool though, right? I could put a counter on this and also play Life of Toshiro. But this is like a card? Making this like a 5/4 is cool this turn, because then it's a 7/6. But in the future, like, is a 5/4 that good? I guess it's fine. Alright. That's gotta be a scary thing to do. I thought they might be willing to double trade for that. I guess... Oh, they can't fade this. It would have to be Repel the Vial, right? Okay, Arrest, sure. So, I think we just blow this up, cash it in for a card, and then pick it back up with Gloomshrieker, right? Is that the tap I want? No. And I can commie the Gloomshrieker back to pick up more stuff with it. But at the moment, they have the board. So I have so much value with these Imperial Oaths. And then these two kind of chilling out together is nice. these three, right? This is like a virtuous symbol. Like, if you had unlimited mana, this would be unlimited draw, right? Play the Kami, picking up the Gloomshrieker. Sack the Kami, play the Gloomshrieker, picking up the Kami, and then you're back where you started, but you're plus a card from Dockside Chef. So, obviously I don't have unlimited mana, but it's nice that those three work together so nicely. Okay, sure. Get in for 4, I don't mind. I think we play the Oath before Kami, though, right? No, because Kami is a great blocker for their 4/4. Oh, I even get in for 2 this turn. That's nice. Yeah, they realized that, huh? And playing the Kami also means I can get down Network Terminal, right? Which is not incredible, but fine. Whereas if I play Oath, I'm playing only Oath. Yeah. The like Gloomshrieker Kami cycle also works even without the chef. If you can like attack with this and trade it for something, you don't get to draw a card, but you get to kill one of their cards. Hopefully, right? If I trade it for the archer, for example, I would be happy. That's optimistic, of course. But I don't know. A 4/3 often can trade for something. Whoa! That's an instant speed, man. You don't got to do it main phase. Wow. Okay. Shrine Steward for Twisted Embrace. I have 5/8 mana, so I couldn't play it. Let's attack with this, see what happens. They can't be happy taking 4, but they also don't want to make the trade, obviously. Since I can just pick it back up from the graveyard. Okay, I accept. Safekeeping? Wow, that's cool. I don't think I want an archer either, do I? It's okay as a blocker. By the way, if I had tapped Toshiro to play this, I could be playing the archer this turn. I think I'll just pass on all of this, thanks. Oh, wow, that's a card? Oh, no! My Kami! Oh. Well. they can't afford to equip this, right? Maybe if they play a land, they could. But I can Twisted Embrace it this coming turn. I want to play this, don't I? I have 9 mana, so I don't have to. I could just play this and then Twisted Embrace. But well, I guess I kind of lost my loop. I don't know. Well, yeah, it was that. Yeah. And having the ability, like, an artifact means I could start looting these away, so hang on. Put this on a 2/2 Vigilant? I guess? Sure. I have an okay board, but right now opponent is able to do more things than I am with this flyer that I don't have an answer to because I bottomed my 3/3. I mean, I guess this was on board when I did that. I could have chosen to keep it, but I don't know that I'm that worried about this. Oh, you know what? The Gloom Trigger can pick back up Twisted Embrace, but only if the creature dies. So I guess what I'll do maybe is like Dockside Chef the 2/2. And then pick back up the Twisted Embrace to use on their flyer. That seems like the way to go. I think I'm probably okay to just play this. Pretty soon we have, like, threat of a lethal attack. Once, like, I get 3 more of these guys. I would triple block, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. I don't care that much about losing 6 life. It's more about how much damage I can do on the counterattack. And I don't want to trade 3 blockers or 3 attackers for their 1 blocker that they're going to have next turn. So I think I would not, in fact, triple block. I would just let it in. Go to 11. I can't imagine they're keen to attack anyway. I think I'm letting it in, but I don't know if they think that. Ooh. Wow. Okay, we need to kill him fairly soon then. Good news is that does look like the plan. No blocks. It's too bad my graveyard is full of junk. This might actually be better to pick up next turn for the finisher. So let's say I attack with everything. How do we do? They have 3 blockers. This has menace, but that doesn't really matter. They block a 3, a 3, and a 2. I get in for 2. Three, 3, and 2. I get in for 5, right? And they lose the Lion Sash. And then I have a pretty solid follow-up next turn, I think. Yeah, let's just go for it. Tapped a little too much black for that, I guess. But I get to draw cards for free off of this. Somehow miscounted. No, I didn't. 2, 4. This is letting in 7, so they can't do that. They do have to block with the sash. And then the 2 creatures who are getting eaten, I can just eat myself with the Dockside Chef. Three, 5, 6. Yeah, that works. I have the Reckoner raid coming up, though, so it in fact kills you. That's why I left it on top, although I'm drawing both of them and I could still play it afterward. Yes, tap like that, please. This is dying, so just eat it. And even if I activate this again, I can still play the Reckoner raid. Got him. That was a fun finish. Also a fun mid-game with the Gloom Shrieker shenanigans. And the Kami. I like those two. They're good friends. 5-0, I think? Keep it coming. Okay, today's opponent is Pinolo. Hopefully that's not a rude word in some other language. It's pretty meh, but I'll take it. With the Circuit Mender and Network Terminal, start digging for real cards. I don't favor my chances against ninjas with this slow an opening. Red-blue artifacts, maybe I could have some hope. Nope. I mean, you know, we're not dead or anything, but this is definitely a bad start. Opponent's got a great opening, I've got a pretty awful one. Yeah, I mean, that helps a little. And, I mean, we nearly have the mana for Network Terminal, sort of for Imperial Oath. Obviously not this turn or next, but the turn after, if we draw land next turn, we can probably play Imperial Oath. Unless for some reason we need to Twisted Embrace first. Okay, I get a card at least. That's not bad value, to be honest. Opponent's on just 3 lands. That's something. Yeah, ink for the flyer, I guess. I have an artifact and an enchantment, so it's super cheap. I only have access to 2 black sources, though. So I can't, like, combine it with this. But I can combine it with Geothermal Kami, I guess, to bounce that. That seems okay. Although I want Kami to bounce the Twisted Embrace. No attack with the 2/3. Oh, they don't want to let me attack, I guess. Okay. Believe me, it was not on my mind. Well, if they're going to put less pressure on me, then I guess I can Twisted Embrace my Vigilant creature, kill their 2/3 flyer, and swing? And then Kami later. Okay, yeah, there is that. Okay, I'm bad. I didn't really think about what they could do with the untapped mana they have open. Bad player, bad player, bad player. That was, I don't know, that was a pretty greedy play. Like, Twisted Embrace is good now? No, sorry. Season of Renewal, because I can get back Circuit Mender and the Twisted Embrace. So that's something. This time they attacked with the 2/3, suggesting they don't mind me attacking? I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's... I want to play, like, Assassin's Ink on something and attack with these, but I think I need to attack and have Assassin's Ink available for the suit up, basically. And for that reason, I also can't have Dockside Chefs just chilling. Yeah, so let's just full swing here and see what they suit up. And then kill it before they can get the card. If they suit nothing up, I'm fine with that. Go to damage. Fine. Great. So I guess just run out the Dockside Chef and pass? Giving me insurance against any removal tricks they might have? I wonder why they wanted to trade the Gravelighter. Is there, like, there's not a bunch of exciting graveyard synergies here, are there? Like, they could have Kami of Shadows or whatever it's called, the 5-mana 3/3, I think, that brings a creature back on top of your graveyard. I don't know why they would have that, or why they would be so excited to use it either. think Twisted Embrace and Circuit Mender are still the best things to pick up. But if they have a counterspell, they can counter now. And if they do have a counterspell, I'd rather they do it with next turn's mana, so I'll wait. I guess their upkeep might have been the best time. But this threatens combat tricks, maybe? Somehow? I don't know. I'd say this is a fairly close game. They have some advantages, we have some advantages. It's going better than I had hoped. What the hell? Exile this, and then get a Gravelighter, sacrificing that, I see. Okay, pretty good. That's why they wanted this to die, because they wanted to play it this turn. Yep. I think it's the Circuit Mender over the Dockside Chef. Really happy to see a land here. Because that means I can do this. Nice card. I just need more swamps, though. The forest was not the land I wanted. Okay, thank you. So now I can... Well, there's a few things I can do. I could bounce this and play it again. Or I could Assassin's Ink Gravelighter, but I can do that later, right? Let's do this before they can make me run out of... before they can make this play impossible. Oh, I should have attacked. Because then I would be free to place this on whichever creature I want. This is fine, though. I'm still going to get to attack for 3. It's just like... Now I don't have the choice to put it here if I had wanted to. Which I don't think I do. I think this is the place for it. Ninja? Nice. The Moonsnare Specialist is what I might have guessed, but that's fine. Who the heck is that? Is that Tezzeret? I don't know. Oh, he's animated. Oh, wow. That's so much better than Assassin's Ink, which I was perfectly happy to play anyway. I'm pretty sure I killed their thing, right? That's way better than 2 extra damage. Sure. That gives me Assassin's Ink at instant speed. Well, now we have a very credible lethal threat here. 2 damage more than needed, plus a removal spell in case they get a creature down. Okay, well that shuts off lethal. You got me on that one. They don't get the full draw unless this is an instant and they can cast it in their upkeep. Or their main or whatever. Oh, hang on. Does it shut off lethal? Yes, I only have 5 damage. I think rather than deal 1, I'm going to just go ahead and draw. Yep. Oh, I somehow tapped all my green. Whoops. It doesn't matter because I was going to leave this open for Assassin's Ink anyway. But I let auto tapper get me on that one because I wasn't thinking about it. They didn't have an instant to play. That's nice. Neither of these are instants? Maybe they should play an instant in response to this? I guess not. One top. Wow. That's a bold statement. I'm not passing throughout, am I? No. Let's put a stop in their end just in case. Sure. Nice. Oh my god, another life of Toshiro. Alright. Yeah. That game turned around. Not sure why. The Twisted Embrace that went off twice was kind of cool, but I feel like didn't we kind of have things going before then? Oh, it was the season of renewal. That's what it was. Getting to pick up the... I mean, honestly, Dockside Chef did a great job as well, but getting to pick up Twisted Embrace and I think it was Circuit Mender, right? Gained me the life to keep me back in the game, gave me something to play Twisted Embrace on. Dockside Chef drew a card, I guess. It cycled... It 2-for-1, right? Dockside Chef 2-for-1. I played a Dockside Chef, and then it eventually drew a card. And they played a Lethal Exploit, but it did nothing. So I ended up with one extra card in hand. Yeah, alright. Good work. Good deck. 7-0? Question mark? Green-black? The new meta? I guess black-green would be the proper way to characterize the Golgari colors. Who is this? Stargate. This is a slow start, but I can play the Terrarium on 2, and I think pick up another Swamp is more important than the Plains. We'll have other chances to get... Oh, that helps a lot, actually. Green, white. Okay, enchantments time. I found the other Swamp, so I think I, in fact... don't necessarily have to pick up a Swamp here. I'm just going to grab the Plains and get it out of the way. And Assassin's Ink is already online. No blocks. This is a nice Plains. Very blue for a Plains. It could almost be an island. It's a little upsetting. I guess I'll just kill it. Should I wait till their turn? No, they might have safekeeping. I'd rather they didn't. Plus, I get to get in for 1. Okay, they don't have an artifact and an enchantment, though, so that's something we denied them. No third land. Wow. Gloomshrieker's online already, huh? I'll take it over Gravelighter. I mean, killing this would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Sure, why not? I mean, I think that's a reasonable fade. No draws for you? Question mark? It's not incredible or anything. Wow. Okay. So give me back the Gravelighter, please. Which I will play this turn. And sacrifice again. It's like a debt to the kami. Nothing will stick. I am like hydrophobic polymers? I don't know what they make hydrophobic materials out of. But nothing will stick on this board. Okay, no blocks, thanks. Season of Renewal is okay. I get back the Dockside Chef as well. But what if I just bounced this? If I bounced it, I couldn't play the Gravelighter in time to make sure it sacrifices this. So we swing because why not? My creature is the Gravelighter. My enchantment is the Dockside Chef. I can sack the Chef to leave the Gravelighter on board as a flyer, but I think the Chef is more valuable. I'm going to not play the Chef and not make the same mistake I did before. Don't get it down until it has the mana to do something. There you go. That's my third time playing this Gravelighter as a debt to the kami, isn't it? Maybe it's only the second. Yeah. Because how could I have done it another time? Oh my gosh. Oh no, don't do that, you idiot! They can have Wanderer's Intervention. This was the worst play. I was like, I'll attack and then I'll bounce it, and then I get in the 2 damage. And then as soon as I attacked, I was like, oh no. I have these 2 kamis. I was set for life. I maybe should have bounced this first, or traded this for a card. Mistakes were made. Okay. I mean, not incredible, but... Do I draw here? Just cycle the Chef? I don't have anything to activate it on, right? But I think it's better as an insurance policy than as something cashed in right now. I'm just so mad about attacking with the Gloom Shrieker. What a dumb play. Sure, just what I needed. More forests. I don't mind attacking. If they have a Wanderer's Intervention, I can just pop the Chef. Season of Renewal again? Or wait, no, that hasn't happened this game, has it? I did it. 6 mana, which they hold up and then do something, and they're looking at their graveyard. It's the Season of Renewal. That's pretty bad. I mean, I've gotten a little unlucky to draw some lands, several lands in a row, but this game was... I was way, way ahead, and I blew it. I can't get mad at all. I wonder if they're going to pay for this. Tapping the 4/5? I guess so. Okay. Great draw. Do I want a 3/3? Not really. This shrine, please. Okay, I think I'm back in it with that Imperial Oath. I'm not like ahead or anything, but I've got some play now. So I can just start throwing these guys away if I want. After chumping with them, even better. I only was so eager to sack one because I knew I would start getting counters on this thing right away, which is nice. I'm glad I didn't sack the chef to itself earlier. How many lands do I have? 8? 7, 11, 12, and there's one in the graveyard, I think? Or on the bottom of the deck? No. 12. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, most of the deck is pretty gas, right? I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm so unlucky, I have 12 lands out of, like, 26 cards, which is not even that unlikely. I'm just, like, looking forward to how good the bottom of my deck is going to be. And I'm digging into it at a prodigious pace here, I think. Oh, please, yes, remove that. You know, the network terminal's on the bottom, actually. But I haven't drawn my Shrine Steward yet, so it might get shuffled. So hanging on to these for, like, potential discards, I think is still worth doing. Now their land is no longer relevant. I mean, I don't know. They could have tricks. They've been saving up a lot of cards. But I'm satisfied with how things are going now. I just, like, I'm a little mad I didn't win 8 turns ago when I could have done that. I didn't ever have, like, lethal damage or anything, but I'm just, like, you know, I threw away a very strong position. The Tanuki's a little too late, huh? He's not going to be able to threaten any good attacks into a 6/6. Oh well, I mean, I'm still perfectly happy to have him. Oh, no. I already have the ability to activate Dockside Chef twice if necessary. I guess what this is doing is contributing to an eventual Alpha Strike, maybe? $12 cards to 16, so we are in, like... What? What's that card that gives Death Touch? That's a black ninja, so it's not relevant here. This is very odd. Gloom Shrieker or something? But why would they be doing this? Tamio's safekeeping? Alright, what do you got? So if I start, like, sacking these guys to draw cards, it doesn't cost anything, right? Because right now you're killing these 3 and not killing this. If I sack you, you're just killing these 2 and still not killing this, right? So I should go for it? Then it's... like 4 damage to the Tanuki. This is a little risky in case of a trick, but I will do it. Assassin's Ink, there we go. Yeah, they traded their shrine for my 2/2. So they must have some reason to have done that. Farewell, okay. That's a pretty cool card. Oh man, I was like, at least there's something for my Shrine Steward to pick up, and there's not anymore. Well, I wasn't prepared for Farewell. No shuffle, please. The 2 cards on the bottom shall stay there. And I'll just kill that. It's not incredible or anything, but I have Assassin's Ink for whatever comes next. Nice. No, we're in some trouble, probably. Okay, Life of Toshiro is good against that. And now, in fact, we know we're never drawing Network Terminal because my shuffle's gone. So I may as well just play the lands unless they're useful bluffs, which I don't think they are. Really, we just have to win before we get decked is the thing. That's the hard part. Could ink that? I don't think I will. Do I still have an Imperial Oath? I think so, right? Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get to it fast enough. Pretty sure I'm not. Maybe I should have not played the Tanuki, you know? Since, as I saw, it wasn't really doing anything against their shrine. Oh, I guess I could have destroyed that before they got to bounce it. I don't think I have any important large creatures left, though. So Fall of Lord Khan is just going to be a dead card. Yeah, this is like Imperial Oath, another Life of Toshiro. I don't have enough gas to win here. But I will get to look at the whole deck with Imperial Oath. That's the only thing that could make that card better, if it scried your whole deck, right? This might as well be face up, I'm pretty sure. So I completely could have won this game. I just played it badly and didn't. I made a thoughtless play without regard for the consequences or thinking through what could have gone wrong. And if I had thought through those, I would have been like, oh yeah, those are consequences about how... Well, there's not actually a deck here. Kind of funny, but sure. So we'll just concede here. Because I just felt so far ahead with the Gloomshrieker and the two Kamis, and I was, but only because like I was supposed to not do the things that I did. I was not supposed to attack with the Gloomshrieker for no reason, just for 2 damage. Don't get greedy. Looks great. Pick up... Not sure what to pick up with this. Probably another swamp over the plains. There will be other chances to get the white. Oh, for example. I mean, opponent is in good shape. This is a strong start for red-white aggro. I have a good start as well, kind of. You know what? Let's shock him. Let's just grab another swamp. Look at me. I'm mono black. How do you like them apples? It's kind of stupid because I'm about to play a forest next turn anyway. I don't know. Do I want a Gloomshrieker? I probably do against this. Feels bad to not get a permanent back. What? Red and white and blue. Oh my god, what a draw. Holy cow. Turns out I don't need the green this turn after all. This thing is great, though. If they can play any creature, they can crew it and attack with it and start making, like, a crewing party. Yep. Life of Toshiro is insane against this, like, engine that makes good 1/1s for free? Okay. So they're going to be able to make them into 2/2s or something. I thought you might want to put that on one of your 1/1s. Oh, it's a 3/3 first striker. I guess that is important. Okay, fine. So mistakes were made there. Should have done it this way, then crewed, then equipped again, I guess, if that's what you were going to do. Fine, I block. Bloom Shrieker back the Kami. LOL. I don't have any blocks with this anyway, do I? Yeah, I would block the 2/2. What are these colors called again? They're... Oh, I used to know this. Is there a J in it or something crazy like that? It's not Jund. It's not Esper. It's not Teamer. I got this one right on a video in the past. Maybe red, white, and blue color name. What did you do to me? You just, like, shot me, I guess? I'll gain life against this deck. 3 colors. Blue, red, white, just sky. It does have a J on in it. That's right. I'm just going to swing with everything and play out a 6/5. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a card. I'm glad I gained life, I guess. Has trample even. Jeez. Creature or planeswalkers. This is a great trick to have for when they crew up, I guess. Swing with these two? Or with everything? I think everything. Let's threaten to kill them too, so they gotta be a little more careful. Although if I do that and they have... Well, I mean, okay. Blocking this is a no-go anyway, right? I was worried about a counterspell maybe, but... I don't think I can afford that concern. I could actually bounce this. I shouldn't have tapped 2 black. Because if I... Sorry, bounce this. Because if I played this, they'd be at 1. But, like, then I lose Assassin's Ink, right? Ugh! Auto Tapper got me. I should have tapped all 3 green and 1 black. Then I could play this and still have Assassin's Ink up. So, I guess I would be at 12 if I did this. That should be fine. It's not just auto tapper. Like, I could have thought things through and I didn't. Oh. I also got to put a counter on something and force them to chump, knowing this play was available to me, because they knew I had, yeah, they would, just careless play. But they have to either kill me or gain life this turn. Okay. Another removal spell still doesn't do it, right? This definitely blocks exactly 3 damage. This could block more, maybe, somehow? I don't know. Can they give something double strike at instant speed? If so, it's better to block this, I guess. But I'm dead either way. Okay, very sloppy finish. But it worked. Yeah, Life of Toshiro carried that whole game. I got to kill 3 different things with Life of Toshiro, I think. I mean, I played it twice, so, you know, sure, but... Oh, okay. A nice little 7-1. Very cool. Very happy I splashed a single planes in this deck. And, I don't know, anything to say about the deck? Any cards that were better than expected? Gravelighter? Kind of like did pretty good stuff a couple times. Everything else was great, but I expected it to be great. The Shrine, I'm not like that in love with, and it really only was relevant twice. But it was fine both times. One of them was the game I lost, but I would have lost it sooner without the Shrine. Fade was whatever. Never Terminal was worse than usual, I think, in this deck. I just did not have that much to activate it. I didn't need the fixing that much or the ramp. But it was still alright. Commies were insane. We kind of expected that. Yeah. Tanuki was an underperformer today, actually. I didn't use it even once for lands, which is fine. And, as a creature, it was just sort of so-so. Kind of surprising. It's a great common. Would have thought it would do better. But anyway, happy with the final result, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.